How's it going, everyone? It's Derek Lamrew, and today we're going to break down a rainbow rig. I have Key Grip Jane with me, and we're going to just talk about all the parts of this rig.
So the name speaks for itself, the rainbow rig. So the key movement here is just doing like this. So the beginning is straightforward. We just need to build a solid base for it when we're using the rig. It doesn't tip over and supports the weight. The turntable here does a key part.
Okay, so the 2 foot, it's here, and then we're gonna rotate right there.
And we're using 4 bolts for this.
Yeah, so the places that have the most torque on them, we definitely make sure you want to have all as much contact as possible between the parts.
So the main point with a rainbow rig is balancing it out. So first you do the exact length of how you want it. So for example, today we had to build it up to this so it clears the base. So we build it out, then we add weights here. We make sure this is balanced. So you basically treat it exactly like you would treat a jig.
Okay, there you go. You can let that guy go. Let her rest.
So this is what you're saying is like if we wanted to go all the way down on the backside, we couldn't be too long.
Yeah, so the other side we're gonna add as much as we can before it hits this mark when you have it up.
Right.
To give us as much leverage so you don't have to put as much weight on it.
Yeah.
Would be the end goal. Let's start with a 3 and maybe bring out a block or 2 and see how we do.
So for the people at home, these each section is 6 inches. So 2 of these sections together would be a foot. So you saw Ryan just calculating there. That's a foot, 2 feet, 3 feet. So we can easily see how long of a piece that we're going to need. Or if you're visually looking at this and go, okay, what length is that? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 20. Okay, that's a 10-footer. So the nice thing about these is everything's not only modular, but it's also calculated so it's easy to put together. Oh, that I can already feel the balance. Like well, I mean, I'm still holding it, but less weight. And the interesting part here is if you did this with, like, let's say you were doing extensions on extensions of speed rail, you'd lose a lot of integrity with speed rail. But with this, I mean, what are you losing?
You're gaining.
You're gaining?
Because you're getting the machine welded in caps gives it so much strength. Like you see how thick it is and it's inserted into the truss.
Yeah.
So with that, you gain all this structure. So if there's more points, like if you did it with 1-footers,
yeah,
a span set would only go up. You'd only be getting, because you're adding more like structure to it, not taking away.
So I think people like look at these rigs on Instagram, they're like, oh, that looks complicated. But we've been out here for less than 10 minutes and we were talking half the time.
Yeah.
And built an entire rainbow rig.
Yeah. Now, like we're at a place right now where you'd go sink everything down with a wrench and you bring out your camera and start counterbalancing your camera.
Yeah.
Awesome. And then we can use this bolt axis to these corners and just boom, like that.
Area like that?
Yep. Just need 2 bolts. 2 bolts, 2 bolts.
Great, you got plenty of square fingers. Why? I don't know.
I don't have answer, yeah.
You build it off, you balance this part, then you mount the camera on, and you balance it again. And for the clipping parts, to support the weight, so when you do the movement, the weight doesn't slide off. Today we're just using Cardis. You can use any clamps available, but for us it's Cardis today.
So how do you determine how much weight you would need for a rig?
Fair. It always depends on like how far you're going with the rig itself. Like with a truss, for example, in this case, then depending on how far it is, you balance it out. So this is just a feeling out game. The point here is like I bring it down and it stays. Right now it's not balanced out, so if we do raise it up, it was just gonna go down, right? But if we add weight, the point here is to keep it balanced here. And then if we had weights, it would be balanced out. Here we go. Do you want me to put weights on, or?
I mean, why don't we show people if you put weights on how this would change? Like I'm lifting the whole weight here.
Okay, well, we need 1 more person for this just to support. Easy. Fuck yeah.
Come on in, easy.
Okay.
He's wanted to be on camera all day.
Here we go.
Pretty nutty.
Here we go.
So that's a 35-pound weight.
35. Let's see how it feels. We need more.
More.
What's that? 25. And we're gonna feel it out.
So again, we're balancing with no camera, so you'd factor in the weight of your camera, add that much more weight on the back side of it. But I mean, you want that to be almost perfect. It should be level once we have the perfect amount of weight, in theory.
Pretty much, yes. So the process is exactly like you would have if you have a regular jib. So let's see how it feels. Let it go, let it go. So it's still front heavy, so we need to add another weight. But you can see how much easier it's already for us to just operate it. So it's just a game of trying and seeing what works best.
All right, so we've got our final rainbow rig here. So I'll just kind of go through the kit list for you. It's pretty straightforward. We've got our 10-foot piece here of the 6-inch. On the back end of this, we've got a 3-footer and a 1-footer. We could have done this with maybe 2 pieces, but we just kind of pieced together to show you how modular it is. And then our vertical support here, we've got a 7-footer with the turntable mounted to it. And our base here is a 3-foot section with a 6-foot on either side. So with the way this is mounted, it gives us about a 4-foot width. So we're about 4 by 6. So not a lot of square footage. So you could build something like this in a house if you had tall enough ceilings. This is a really compact style rig to really go all the way over a person. We probably could have even done less than 8 feet to go over someone my height. Thank you, Jane, for building this with us. If you want to see more videos, definitely subscribe to the channel. And if you have questions about this rig, or maybe you have ideas for future videos that we should do, drop those in the comments below, and we'll see you in the next video.